Na és ismét itt vagyunk egy kis horrorral. Na sziasztok, hello, horror hétfő újra itt van és mehet is. Szart. Most indul, igen, most indul. Na, ott van a pulzusom is. Indul a játék is. Alan Wake, Vaki. Kettó. Sziasztok. Hát egy picit csak azért, hogy nektek jobb legyen, nem? Olyan mondjuk. Jó. Jó. Létezik, hogy a hangerőse 200%-on indul? Százon van, de nem hangos. Szia mindenki, hello. Bekapcsoljuk a stream kedvéért, ezt kikapcsoljuk mindenki kedvéért. Shadow. Jó, többi maradjon, na. Lássuk. Jó, hát ennyi. Indulhat. Hangot adok. Megjött a hang. De biztosan Twixer róluk azt kell tudni, hogy ők mindig csinálnak egy újat, ami ugyanaz, mint az előző, csak más karakterek vannak benne, akik ugyanazt csinálják, mint az előzőben. Igen. Csak hogy az előző részből, és felidézzük az emlékeket, annyit kell tudni ugye az előző részből, hogy az nem egy tó, hanem egy tenger. Szia formán, hello. Hello mindenkinek. Üdv. Üdv a csatornán. Horror hétfőn. Már elindul.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted.
Hát most mit
This
kezdjek? Hogy mit
story
csinálják?
will eat us alive. This story is a monster. monsters wear many faces.
Jó szőrös. Ez kuki apó ma reggel. Új, kim van a pöcse. Szia Kiri, neked is jó estét.
Come on, Anne. We should go.
Nem hallanak. Mit csinálta, belenéztél a gömbbe? Ez azért elég szabálytalan volt, nem? Na, és akkor ez volt az Alan Wake 2. És a hang?
Cold. Without the word. Hemingway. We're starting now. Where's the rest of the stuff? We need to finish this. What the fuck? Shit.
ez már valami, basszeg. Na ez már valami. Mi? Hát ez direkt ilyen. Nem tudom, mit nem értetek.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right.
Hát
Well,
idő.
Dad and I are
Mi
just
köze ennek a
watching the latest
hátizéhez?
episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
Amint
No
értem, amúgy vicc volt
spoilers.
de hogy érted.
I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom.
Ebbe az a tanulság, hogyha egy játék van PS-re,
And say hi
és
to Kate.
PC-re
Tell her
is,
to stop brooding so
hát akkor
much.
Logan.
PC-n ne játsz, hanem csak PS-en.
I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
Nem, ez direkt ilyen. Ez az egyik horror element. Hogy így el van csúszva, és azt hiszed, hogy nem érted, hogy most rossz, vagy nem, de ez a valóság.
Here we are. Cauldron.
A rideg valóság.
Time to get to work.
Tehát így is amúgy, vagy egy percig töltött a játék amúgy, nem?
There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear.
Na de itt már jó, csak a cutscene-be szar.
Man.
Csak a cutscene-be szar.
Worth
Csak a
memorizing
cutscene-be volt szar.
before we get swallowed up by the trees.
Most jó.
I should take a look at that map.
Hát a hang a cutscene-be volt szar. De attól függetlenül lehet még máshogy szar. Az jó.
The Federal Bureau of Control? That's a new one. Toxic volcanic gas, huh?
The FBC is an obscure branch. It only shows up for unusual cases.
Well, what's so unusual about volcanic gas?
Beats me.
Logged. They really don't want people coming in here.
De mármint tehát erre csak egy válasz van. Tehát, mármint, hogy erre van egy válasz, ami az empatikus, megértő válasz az, ami, hogy igen, ja, megértem, igen, ilyen problémák lehetnek, igen, sajnálom, hát akkor, igen. Meg van az a válasz, ami a reális és egyértelmű. Az meg. Ez egy szar így. Amint, tehát érted? Hát mi az, hogy izé heavy a játék? Hát az meg. Akkor legyen jó, vagy nem, tehát csinálj, érted? Bazd, tehát, hogy... Hát nem tudom. És mit lehet? Mit lehet erre mondani? Mint megértem én tényleg, csak hogy ne legyen szarabb a grafika, baszeg, tehát hogy legyen megcsinálva, legyen jó, érted? Tehát hogy az a kész, ráadásul amúgy nem is most jött ki a játék, tehát hogy azért is vártam vele én amúgy.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half
Ettől függetlenül amúgy a játék lehet teljesen jó.
Anderson.
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton. Down at the crime scene.
Azt mondom,
He's
hogy
not what you call the
én
sharpest
szerintem megnéznénk a
axe in the shed.
gépigényeit, bőven a gép az bőven streammel együtt bőven fölötte lenne. Ami azt a szintet jelenti, hogy ilyennek nem, hogy nem kéne előfordulnia, de bármilyen beállítás mellett sem kéne előfordulnia. Na mindegy.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton?
Én
Don't worry.
bemegyek.
Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know.
Na jó van, ez itt az FBI takarodj az útból.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Hát ő itt a helyi sheriff. De mindjárt lecsavarom
Before we
a
get to the crime
jelvényét
scene,
róla.
there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly. Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Jó van. Más mi van itt?
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started.
Szóval, hogy ez nem,
Let's
ez
head
nem
down the hill to
pauzol
the crime
sem.
scene. Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Próbáltam.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
Cauldron Lake.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Most milyen jó név neki. Köszi szépen, Kiri. Ez kemény volt most,
It'll only
köszi.
take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Ez mi?
Hát 10%-ot ad hozzá a Twitch.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Ja, erre nem lehet menni. CTX control, hello, hello. Na, hogy vagyunk, hogy vagyunk?
Welcome back, Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
Coffee's on me.
How much clearer can I make it, Mulligan?
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service.
De itt vagyunk.
Ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Helyes.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
So, that's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Nehogy itt is szellemek legyenek. Suspicious. Watch. Úgyhogy amúgy úgy tűnik a hely, mintha ilyen össze-vissza lennének az utak, meg padok, meg asztalok, meg mit tudom én, nem?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table.
Van a pöcsfokodat.
Up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Ja.
Step 1. Examine the corpse.
Wanna start by inspecting the body, Anderson?
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. The killer left the heart right next to the body.
Amint ez így jónak is tűnik, meg kicsit ilyen...
Ugh.
Most ezt hogy rakjam? Tehát hogy rakom oda? Másikat ezt oda rakta. Köszönöm szépen, Divcsó. Fantasztikus elme vagy.
Strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Igen, kumpli vagyok.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Any idea who the victim is?
Sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well,
What the
until
fuck?
now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Yes, you probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze,
Gondolod, Francis?
paranoia.
Idei játék, vagy
He had
idén
some wild
játszódik?
ideas in his head. Chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Na jó, Francis, de mi van akkor csak idén játszódik, és nem pedig idén
I'll be back in a second.
történt.
Roger.
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation.
The station heads are not currently available. Access is restricted without their permission.
Nice talking to you, too.
Eridjél kifele anyádat, mert baj lesz basszájba. Ez szép volt, Francis. Jó, ezt kinyomoztad. Akkor úgy látszik. Basszus, ráléptem.
I get that the UFO thing was a joke, but you're probably trained to joke about it, right? To deflect, hide the truth from the average Joe.
Anderson! Hey, let's get back to work over here, can we?
A creepy twig sculpture? Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing. Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Jó, nem tudom mi a megoldás, de... Megoldás pedig... Wash hands, take chicken, teach, take nap. Mazul. Addig vártam, amíg elfelejtettem.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Nem.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Én a fáktól vagyok, látod? Itt kaptak el amúgy.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex
Ó,
Casey
te hülye
movie
te.
lunchbox.
Achievement, bazzeg.
Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books. Really hates the movies.
De most erre nincs is pontom, nem?
Was he killed here or brought here after? For display?
UFOs. And you. UFOs.
Did they plan for the murder to happen here?
Arra nem lehet jönni.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
Akkor azt nem rakhatom csak úgy akárhova.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. They planned for the murder to happen here.
Azt hittem, hogy ezeket még nekem kell itt majd elrendezgetni, de igazából nem lehet. Mármint, hogy elrendezed, ahova tudod.
He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Profiling. Az meg is lehet.
This mug always cheers me up.
Tiszta, mint a Hannibalban volt, nem?
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Igen, nem tó.
From the lake before his murder.
Mert nem egy tó.
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
Kipróbáltam, de hogy ez nem lehet rakni sehol, vagy tehát nem lehet rakni akárhova, csak oda, ahova való. Annyira nem kell itt találni a dolgokat. Azt is mutatja, hogy... Aha. Szia, papu.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead.
This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those... There's a piece of paper on the ground.
I didn't know.
Csak mi nem töltöd be.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales?
Vagy?
They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
Mi? Ja, hogy fölveszi utána, jó.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
Reading
the words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page. We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
In his chest. I must find out what.
Mhm. Mit csekkeljek meg. Berakni.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. I can't hear. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's
Nem tó.
body. Let's tell the deputies to get the
Hanem
body
egy
to the
tenger.
town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
Hey,
It's
you
all
made it
about
back.
control.
Good.
Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
I'll be taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
No.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputy.
Igen, nem találunk semmi.
See much stuff this gruesome.
Oh.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
jár, nem? Hát tudod, arrébb tolódott. Ja, azért Max Payne-nel beszélgetek.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
Stuff in something for us to find.
Ezeket már láttuk.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner. I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers.
And it's gone. Hát a cutscene-t azt nem bírja. De akkor miért nem... Tehát ez egyértelműen annak a hibája, akik ezt csinálták. Az. Teljesen mindegy a hardware. Itt akkor addig töltenie kéne addig, amíg be nem tölti, és akkor utána normálisan lejátszani ezt. Én nem tudom. Nem tudom. Hát PS-en kellett volna. PS-en kellett volna. Mindig mondom, hogy ha van egy játék PS-en, akkor nem szabad PC-n játszani. PS-en meg ugye hát igen.
Reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these...
Egyértelműen van valami problémája.
Hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Ez még a cutscene-ben volt? Vagy ez most mi volt?
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
Az lehet Priya
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
De így is csúszik egy kicsit nézem.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my... I mean our float will be the belle of the ball at this year's Deer Fest. Just a few more days.
a nice looking float for sheriff.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Huge.
Let me guess. The FBI.
Honnan találtad
Welcome
ki?
to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
És tudod, hogy iszom?
You two are here. Frankly, we could use the help. About that? No, the Bookers don't strike. But you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
Take your time.
I can't believe that happened. I still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. It'll take your mind off things.
We've looked through the case files you sent over.
Nem, ez furábbnak tűnik itt nekem.
Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
Pillows, that kind of thing.
I'm not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
Én nem tudom mit. Én nem tudom.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Ők nem tudják,
Unless
Francis.
skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
I mean, they were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found it. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
Hát most itt nyilván elhallgattatott valamit. Ez pedig az FBI, úgyhogy be kell ügyenem magukat. Vagy megmondja, hogy mit akart mondani. Nem? Jó van, akkor bevisszük magukat.
The tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
My publisher will want this on the cover.
Thing. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. We're at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
No trespassing.
But questions. How's the bolt cutters?
Think of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth.
Amint... Nem is.
So you found something there, right?
Elmegy itt a kis izé.
These cultists may have dropped.
Personál világba.
It's
Akkor összerakja az egészet
You
fejbe.
need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep it.
Hát nem tudom, lehet kicsit bohóckodni a beállításokkal, újraindítani meg ilyenek.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now, in case we have any more questions.
Az a baj, amikor most itt, amikor nem, mármint hogy ez is cutscene végül is, de hogy amikor nem olyan cutscene van, akkor is.
Saga Anderson, as I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you?
Eddig is
I don't know what you're
csúszott
talking
cutscene.
about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Újraindítjuk. De még vészünk is be van kapcsolva. A kulcsra számítanak. Jó.